Bang. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the channel and the new Bitcoin video. Right now we're down minus 1.2% in red, but that can change during the day. So we're gonna see, if we can actually manage to, get above certain levels or not. So in this video today, we're gonna talk about the monthly stock. We're gonna talk about monthly time frame because we closed monthly below 10 moving average up here. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna also go into the weekly time frame and see, what's happening, on the weekly charts. Very important level to get back above 48,173. On the daily time frame, you're gonna see a very nice trend line up here that has a very nice confluence with the 10 and 20 moving average, and why it's very important to get above there also because it corresponds to 48.1 target on the weekly time frame to get above that. Not only I'm gonna look at the daily chart, but we're also gonna look at 2-day chart. So we're gonna look at like all the charts right now, and 2-day it can give us a little bit more information, a little bit more bullishness on the chart. So we're gonna see there is some kind of divergence up here. We are sitting on some kind of 200 moving average on 2-day chart and so forth. Then we're gonna go into short-term frames. This is a chart we've been looking at very much recently. This resistance line up here, broke it back down again. Right now the rejection over here, back down again, and to end it all, we're gonna go into the hourly time frame. See that this move towards the upside got broken on the downside. Right now we are going back up again, but will we get rejection? Will we fall below this level down here? Will we crash more towards downside? That depends to see. Now, before we start, yesterday I made a video on the daily bounce. Anyways, the video is not important. The thing I forgot to mention a thing in the video. So down in the comments I said one thing I forgot to mention in the video. Check the tweet right after the video, and it was about the 4-hourly divergence. He said I forgot to mention in today's Bitcoin video that there is hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hourly. It's not complete, it's a lag indicator, but something to watch for because it can definitely pull back up a little bit because of this. So there was divergence up here. So I'm gonna show you that up here on the 4-hourly time frame over here, and let me just show you that first. So you can see here we are doing something like this towards downside while this indicator was going towards the upside, and that's called hidden bearish divergence, and because of that we could have pulled back a little bit. Now we did pull back a little bit, so that's all over and then I'm gonna also explain what these divergences means. Now let's go to the monthly time frame and see see what actually happened here. This is actually quite bad, close below the 10 moving average down here, so we definitely need to get back. This is a long-term chart, so it's not gonna happen today, tomorrow. We can talk about this every single day, like no movement whatsoever. But this pattern up here, it's very bearish pattern, unfortunately. Anytime I call it extend, smack, hug, dump pattern. So you extend from the moving averages, you smack on the moving averages, you hug the moving averages, and then you dump. So extend, smack, hug, dump. Okay, so that's the pattern, right? Sometimes you manage to get away, but oftentimes on these patterns you just dump. So maybe we're gonna go something like this up here and maybe then dump later, because sometimes you get these 3 tops up here. 1 top, 2 tops, 3 tops, and then dump towards downside. So that can also be valid strategy as well, because these things happen both on small time frames and long time frames. But it is a long time frame, so it can take definitely a couple of months to play out. So, but I just want to mention that we are below 10 moving average. It is a bad monthly close, whatever that means, right? On the weekly time frame, we are back up below the 50 moving average, and if you remember that 50 moving average is a very, very important level of support, going back for a really long time. We definitely do not want to go close back below that again. We don't want to do this up down and then this and then have to do that move towards the upside again. Now, if you do 2 moves towards the upside, that's that shows bullishness, but it also can show bearishness that you are definitely trying breaking this towards the downside. So it's not a good feeling closing below this level down here on the weekly time frame. Today is Sunday, so this is going to close tonight, so we have something like 15-16 hours left to go to close above this level. If you close above this level up here, we close above the 50 moving average up here, all nice and dandy, a little bit more bullishness for us. Bears are losing a little bit territory, but if we close on the downside, bears might just get a little bit more confidence for pushing it more towards the downside. So I definitely wouldn't like it to close below 48.1. It's not doom and gloom and be all end all, but best case scenario above 48,170, something like that, give or take. That's like the best case scenario, at least on the weekly time frame. Daily time frame, there is a very nice trend line going up here ever since what's that, October up here. It's been creating the trend line. You can see here very nice supports, very nice resistances. Even this breakout went with the wick onto the support, and right now we are getting this wick back to the resistance. So the line is respected really nicely, and it also has a nice confluence down here with the 10 and 20 moving average. So let's zoom in a little bit up here, and you're gonna see that the target that we had 48,170, something like this, it has this very nice confluence with both 10, 20 and the trend line as well. So everything is up here. So I would say that this 48,170 is the most important okay, it's okay, most important level to watch for right now. And you know, best case scenario, we pump above that and close right up there. Can we do it today? I think we can, and even though this is daily time frame and there is no, for example, any kind of divergence down here, any kind of RSI divergence, it's really hard to see what's happening on the chart. I still think this looks bullish to me, and I'm going to show you that bullishness on the 2-day chart. So this is 2-day chart up here. This is the same pattern that we are looking at up here. Let me draw the line so you can see it. That's the same line that's on the daily chart, just this is 2-day chart. It goes the same way. So this looks like some kind of triangle down here that we don't want to fall below. And I've said before that we definitely do not want to fall below 46,000 levels. If we fall below 46,000 levels, we're gonna fall below very important resistance on the downside. So we definitely don't want to fall below this 200 moving average on 2-day chart. Now, the reason we are looking at the 2-day chart is because there you can see clearly divergence down here on the 2-day chart. So you can see that the price goes towards the upside, downside, the RSI goes up. The price still goes towards the downside, the RSI still goes towards the upside. So this is double divergence up here. You know, I think because of this double divergence up here, I think we're gonna, you know, shoot towards the upside a little bit. So this 2-day chart does shows a little bit bullishness, and it can definitely push us towards the upside. So I'm a little bit more bullish than bearish. Even MACD on the downside, even though we've been going towards downside, the momentum has been, you know, dying out, and we did some nice, you know, another push towards downside. But this what are you gonna call it, this pivot point up here and this pivot point, so this is going towards downside while the momentum is still going towards the upside. So based on these two things, on this 2-day chart sitting on 200 moving average, I think, you know, probability is towards the upside. But you know, nothing is 100% certain in life. But I'm a little bit more bullish than bearish right now on this, just because I think we have pushed a little bit too much towards the downside. Also, you can see this same pattern. It's you know, that's happening here. You know, big move towards downside, and you know, trying to push it on downside. Same here, you know, and then try to push downside, it explodes to the upside. So I'm hoping that, you know, somehow we will explode towards the upside. This is a 4-hourly time frame, and we've been watching the 4-hourly a lot, because this resistance line is one of the first line that we have to break. This is a 47,000 level. We just said that, you know, 48,170 up here. Let me draw the line. 48,170, that's up here. So you can see that this is the weekly time frame that we gotta get above. So just by looking at this up here, we need somehow to bounce up here, get up above the 48, 170, 180, 190, give or take in the area. We got to get above that line today, and we got like something all, you know, up until here. So, you know, we got a couple of candles definitely up here to, you know, to pump towards the upside. And you see both, you know, the big and small candles, you know, we can definitely do it. It's not that much of a pump right now. That would be something like, yeah, 2-3% towards the upside. It can happen in a matter of minutes. It can happen, you know, pump 2% towards the upside. So it's definitely, you know, not out of the books, you know, so we can definitely do that. But the line is very important, and the line needs to be broken. Now this is the first time we broke the line, and right back down again. There was this divergence that we just that I just told you about, hidden bearish divergence up here that pushed us a little bit to the downside. And before we go over on the small time frames, let me just explain you how these divergences work. So RSI is a laggy indicator. I explain this all the time, but I can do it again. Anytime you have a big move towards the downside or upside, something like that, what happens is this is a relative strength index. So it measures some relative strength of the chart, and when you have big impulsive moves, this the chart and the RSI gets you know, out of whack, they are out of sync, and then they have to they have to they have to adjust, you know, they have to sink again, right? So this is not sinking towards the upside. This also on the downside is going towards the upside, so this is not sinking, right? So we right, what we have to have right now is some kind of down movement where this gets so we have to some kind of down movement. That's why we said that, where this bottom part gets in sync, and then we have to have some kind of up movement up here, maybe something like this, where this part gets in sync, and then we can continue towards the upside. So the only reason I don't think we are finished with this this move, sideways move, yet is because the chart and the RSI is not in sync just yet. So I think we right now we are doing this move towards the downside. I think after that we're gonna try to going to a little bit towards the upside, and if we you know, and that's gonna be it. Once we are there, we're gonna, you know, test certain levels, and if we get rejected by that, that's that. If, you know, break towards the upside, that's that. But I think we have this is like the last two moves that we have to do before the RSI and the chart is in sync. So we're gonna see how that actually plays out, but you know, it can take, you know, during this day, maybe it's even gonna wait until the weekly close. Now to end this all on the hourly time frame, very small time frame up here, and you'll see that this last move towards the upside got broken on the downside. So we got broken on the downside, we went to certain support levels down here. It really doesn't matter where these support levels are or why they are there. What matters here on the small time frames is this move towards the downside created this resistance, sorry, this support on the downside down here. So it's around 46,900 give or take. So what we do not want to do is we do not want to get rejected by this part up here. You can see here we try to go up, we try to, you know, trying to get above these, you know, this what are we gonna call this? These moving averages up here, you know, this bundle of moving averages. So this bundle of moving averages right now are creating definitely a big resistance for us. You can see how much we drop down once we drop through everything down here, but right now we're trying to get back above it, and we definitely don't want to get rejected, and we do not want to fall below this level down here, because that would indicate, this would indicate rejection, this would indicate more down movement. Now we only got so much hours, you know, 15-16 hours until the daily close, until the weekly close. So the longer we use, you know, to do the move towards the upside, you know, I don't know if you're gonna make it. So I think this needs pretty quick to break to the upside. If you do break to upside, it creates a lot of bullishness, and it can definitely propel us towards the upside, where we should be around 48,170. Where is that? 48,170 up there, right? So I think we should, if we want to go towards the upside, we need this break, this bundle of moving averages towards the upside, climb that, and, you know, shoot towards the upside, because we only got like 15 hours left to go, something like that. I'm a little bit more bullish than bearish right now, and I think this should play out nicely. But you know, you never know. Even with all of this move towards downside and this, you know, zigzag move over here that's going on up here, can we drop to the downside? Yes, we can, but I think we're gonna go towards the upside. You know, tech analysis is not that easy. Sometimes, you know, you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. There is probabilities to both sides, you know, to upside and downside. Where we will go, sometimes it's harder to tell than other times. This is one of those times that when it's a little bit harder to tell, but I am more bullish than bearish, luckily for us, right? That's it, guys. Come back tomorrow. We're gonna check out tomorrow as well. Hit the like button on the way out, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow as well. Bye bye.
That was genius.
Thank you.
Great job.
You guys did it. No, it's you.